Good morning, class 4. Welcome to the offline class. In our previous class, we have started chapter number 13, Fields and Fences. As the name of the chapter, Fields and Fences, that means in this chapter, you will do the perimeter and area. Okay, now what is perimeter? Perimeter, just you have to add the outside boundary. To find the perimeter, just you have to add the outside boundary, that it will be giving you the perimeter. Suppose in page number 149 we have found that how much wire Rahmat need to give the fence in his field. So what we have done, we have added all the boundary of which is given in the book, that is 9 plus 9 plus 21 meter plus 15 meter. That is the perimeter of the field. Okay, similarly in the next page we have done we have found the perimeters of different fields. It is given as practice time in page 151. Different fields were given and you have to find the boundary. Boundary is written, that means you have to find the perimeter. Okay, we have added all the outside boundary and we have found the perimeter. So up to this we have already completed up to page 151. Okay, different fields were given just to add the boundaries and we are getting the perimeter. Then in page 152, the second question, here also one field was given and around that field a person, that is Chandu's father, he used to make a round 4 times and you have to find out that what is the distance he is covering. So what we have done the same thing. First of all, we have found the perimeter and then we have multiplied the perimeter by 4, because the perimeter, the outside boundary, he is moving around, or he is taking rounds of the outside boundary. So for the outside boundary we have added all the outside boundary and then we have found the boundary or the perimeter of the field, and with that we have multiplied 4 to get the total number of kilometer, not number, total kilometer what he is taking round of that field, and it was 2 kilometer. Okay, now today we will start from page 152, question number 3. See, question number 3. Ganpat's wife works in a tailor's shop. She has to fix lace around a tablecloth. She bought a 100-meter roll of lace. Look at the picture of the tablecloth and tell how much lace is used for one tablecloth. Now see, there is one picture given. This is the Ganpat's wife. She is working in the tailor's shop and she has made the lace around a rectangular table. You have to find the outside boundary of the rectangular table. That means you have to find the perimeter of the rectangular table. Okay, see, for finding the perimeter we have one formula. Perimeter is equals to twice of length plus breadth. You can find it with the formula, or you can do it with this magic books process, that is by addition of the whole length and breadth of the rectangular table. So let us do it. This is page 152 and question number 3. It is given, look at the picture of the tablecloth and tell how much lace is used for one tablecloth. So you will write boundary no, you write length of table is equals to 1 meter 50 centimeter. Then breadth of table is equals to 50 centimeter. 50 centimeter. Therefore, total lace used for one tablecloth is equals to, for one tablecloth is equals to twice of length plus breadth, that is 2 times L plus B. That is 2 into length is given 1 meter 50 centimeter plus 50 centimeter. Okay, you will add in the rough meter centimeter 1 50 and here it is only 50. So when you are adding 10, carry 1, 2, that means 2 meter. So 2 meter into 2, 2 into 2 meter, it is 4 meter. That means the lace required is 4 meters. Okay, the lace required is 4 meter. Now come to the next one. Now the second question. How much lace will be used in 3 such tablecloths? How much lace is being used for 3 such tablecloths? That means for 1 tablecloth 4 meter is required. Then for 3 tablecloths, what you will do? Just you will multiply, isn't it? So you will write lace will be used. Lace will be used in 3 such tablecloths is equals to is equals to 4 meter. So for next one, answer will be 12 meter. The last one, how much lace will be left in the roll? Now how much lace it will be left in the roll? See, she bought a 100-meter roll of lace. A 100-meter roll of lace she has bought. So you have to subtract 12 from 100 because we are using 12 meter. That's why how much left you will write lace left in the roll. In the roll, the total roll was of 100 meter and we have used 12 meter of the lace. That means 100 meter minus 12 meter. 8 meter of lace is left in the roll. 88 meter of lace is left in the roll. Okay. Now come to the next page, page 153. The next page, page 153, activity. Find out the length of the boundary of these shapes. You can use a thread. You have to find the boundary of these shapes. See, this is an activity. How you will count? Just count the squares. That will give you the area of that shape. Suppose number A. You count the full squares as 1 and more than half you count it as 1. The half you count it 1, means 2 halves count 1, a full half is 1, and if it is more than half, that also you count it 1. For figure number A, I can see 2, 3, 4 and 5 squares. Similarly for B it is squares, and for C it is 7 squares. Okay, these all are the assumptions. These all are the assumptions. And for number D, it is 4 squares. See, this is an activity. You can do it. This activity will not come to the term 2 assessment. I have just told you that from my point of view, for figure A, it is 5 squares. For figure B, 9. Figure C, 7. And for figure D, it is 4. According to that, which shape covers the least number of squares? So are in figure D. Then which shape covers the most number of squares? And most maximum number of squares are in figure B. Okay, so you will do it of your own, the activity. Question number 2. Take a 20 centimeter long thread, make different shapes by joining the ends. Place on the squared sheet on the next page and find out. This also, you have to take a thread of 20 centimeters, and with that thread you have to make different shapes. Okay, closed shapes you have to make it, and then you have to write it, the boundary, the biggest shape, the smallest shape, name them and then write it down. Okay, so this is the activity. You will do it of your own. Come to the next page, page 154. Question number 3. How many different shapes can you make by joining 2 squares? Draw them on the squared sheet given. How long is the boundary each? How is you have to draw it in the this squared sheet. Okay, here is given in the diagonal form. The first one you can see the blue color triangles, blue colors, they are given in the in diagonally. You can do it vertically, you can horizontally, you like it, you can do, or you can draw the steps. Okay, so this activity also you will do it at home. Come to page 100. A square has a boundary of 12 centimeter. Now question number A. From the corner of this square, a small square of side 1 centimeter is cut off. Will the boundary of B be less or more? Find its length. Yes, you have to find the boundary of figure B. Here it is given a square, that is number A. Its boundary is 12 centimeter. That means its perimeter is 12 centimeter. The outside boundary, it is perimeter, it is 12 centimeter. You have to find the perimeter for number B, and you have to say whether it is less or more, or what it is. Okay, and find its length. So let us do this one. This is 155. 155. The first one, this square A, its perimeter is given 12 centimeter. Okay, we have to find the perimeter of this square B, isn't it? See, from the A only this B is being cut. Okay, so whatever dimensions this A have, similarly this B will have also the same thing. That means this one is 3 centimeter, this one is again 3 centimeter, but the changes are here and here, and it is told that 1 centimeter square is being cut from here. 1 centimeter of the square is being cut, isn't it? 1 centimeter is cut. That means naturally this will be 1 centimeter. This also, it is 1 centimeter. This is the full 1 centimeter is being cut, so this is also 1, this is also 1. Now this whole is 3 and this one is 1. That means this will be naturally 2 centimeter. Same way with this also, the whole is 3, isn't it? Up to this, that means up to this is 1, so this will be 2. So this will be 2. Now perimeter, count it. 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. That means 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 centimeters, same. As perimeter of A and perimeter of B both are same, it is 12 centimeters. We will write it here. The boundary of B is same. Okay. The boundary of B is same. Now come to question number B. If you cut a 1 centimeter square to get shape C, what will be the length of the boundary of C? Now one more shape C. One more shape C is there. Okay. With the same, it is also cut from the same shape A. Now same shape A, that means this will also have the same dimension. This is 3, this one is full 3, this one is also full, that is 3. Now here the square is being cut of 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter is being cut. That means this one 1, this is 1 centimeter, this is also 1 centimeter. So the upper one will be, here it is 1, here it is 1, 1 plus 1, 2. Here is 3, that means only 1 is left, this is 1. Similarly, this is also 1 centimeter. Now the perimeter or the boundary. Perimeter or boundary of C is equals to 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1 centimeter. And it will give you 3 3s are 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. That means the sorry, this is centimeter, not meter. That means the boundary or the perimeter of figure C is 14 centimeter. Okay, the perimeter or boundary of figure C is 14 centimeter. This questions you will do once more in your copy, then it will be clear to you. Okay. Now come to question number D. Find the length of the boundary of square D. Now you have to find the length of the boundary of square D. It is given 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, and this is the square given. So there is a formula for square. It is 4 into side. Now one side is given 5 centimeter. As the square, all the 4 sides are same. That's one side is multiplied by 4. So 4 into side, that means 4 into 5. It is 4 5 is 20. That means perimeter of shape D is 20. Perimeter of shape D is 20. Okay. This is question number 2. Directly I am writing, I am not drawing the figure. Boundary of square D is equals to 4 into 5, that is 20 centimeter. Now question number B. This is A. B. 8 D. It looks like shape E. What is the length of the boundary of shape E? Now you have to find out that what is the length of boundary shape E. Shape E is that 8 squares are of 1 centimeter is being cut. Okay. Now look to shape E. See, from every side it is 1 1 1. So you will count all the lines, all the boundaries as 1 centimeter. Okay. You count all the boundaries as 1 centimeter and tell me how much is the answer you are getting. How much is the answer you are getting after adding all the 1 1? It is 36 centimeter. Okay. Answer 6 centimeter. The boundary of new shape E is 36 centimeter. Now come to question number C. Question number C, the boundary of this 1 centimeter is, now you have to find the boundary or the perimeter of one square, one small square, that of 1 centimeter. So naturally it will be 4 into 1, or since here it is given in addition form, so you will write 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter, that is equals to 4 centimeter. So the perimeter or the boundary of the small square is 4 centimeter. So can we also say the boundary is 4 into 1? Yes, we can say 4 into 1, isn't it? This is the formula for square. Perimeter of square is equals to 4 into side, that is 4 into 1. Here it is 1 given, so 1. Okay, now change the page, come to page 156. A hockey field is 91 meters 40 centimeter long and 55 meters wide. How long is the boundary of the field? Here a hockey field is given whose length is given 91 meters and 40 centimeter and width is given 55 meters. You have to find the boundary. That means you have to find the perimeter. So let us do this one. This is page 156. Page 156. Okay. Question number 3. So you will write length of field is equals to 91 meters 40 centimeters. Then width or the breadth, width of hockey field, it is 55 meters and you have to find the boundary. Therefore boundary of the field equals to twice length plus breadth is equals to 91 meter 40 centimeter plus 55 meter. Now you do the addition, meter and centimeter. 91 40, and here it is given only 55. So 5 centimeter, one is meter, 91 meter and 95 centimeter after adding. Then you have to multiply by 2. So multiply by 2. 2 5s are 10, carry 1. 2 9s are 18, plus 1, 19. Again carry 1. 2 1s are 2, 3. 2 9s are 18. I think I have done some mistake. Yes. So this will be, yes students, I have done one mistake. In place of 55 meters, in place of meters I have written in centimeter, but you will write in meters. Okay, it is 55 meters and 00 centimeters. So when you are adding, you are getting 40 centimeter, and here it is meter. 6 9 plus 4 5 14. This you will write it here, that 146 meter and 40 centimeter, it is multiplied by 2. Multiplication by 2, it will be 2 zeros are 0, 2 fours are 8 centimeter. Then meter, 2 6 are 12, carry 1. 2 fours are 8, plus 1 9, and 2 ones are 2. That is 292 meter and 80 centimeter. Okay, so our answer is coming 292 meter and 80 centimeter. So you will write the answer. The boundary of the field is 292 meter and 8 centimeter. Okay, now come to question number 4. Usha and Valsama are running a race. Usha is running on the inner circle. Valsama is running on the outer circle. Valsama runs faster than Usha, but still she loses the race. Can you guess why? Now you can see in the book there are two circles. One is bigger one is the and the outer one, that is the bigger one, and the inner one, it is the smaller circle, isn't it? So naturally, though, who is running in the smaller circle, that means in the inner circle, she will win, isn't it? So Valsama, since she was running at the outer circle, that's why, and it is a bigger circle also, that's why she loses the race. Okay, rather you can say that the radius of the outer circle is greater than the radius of the inner circle. That's why Valsama lost the game or lost the race. Okay, have you seen any race where runners start from different places, like in this picture? Guess why? Yes, you have seen, isn't it? If there is the circular path, in that path the starting point and the finishing point is different for the different persons or different athlete. Okay, because just for this reason, that the radius of are different. Okay, and since the path should be, the distance should be same, so the finishing point and the starting point is different for different athletes. 7. School garden. The student of class 3 and 4 thought of making a vegetable garden. They choose a place which looked like this. Now 3 4, they have making a vegetable garden, and the garden is looking like this: garden 1, then path, and then garden 2. Students of both the classes thought that garden 1 was bigger, so both wanted to take garden 1. Suddenly Neetu said, I think both gardens are really big. Let us find out if you are right. Now since garden 1 and garden 2, one is horizontal and one is vertical, so they were confused that which one was bigger, and they were quarreling. So suddenly one said that I will take garden 1 because it is bigger. But Neetu, she told that it is not, by this it is not, which one is bigger. How will Neetu find out if the two gardens are equally big? Now how can she find that whether garden 1 is bigger or garden 2 is bigger? There is a very simple answer. For finding the bigger one, she has to find the area. That means whatever space is enclosed in the garden 1, that is the area of garden 1. And what is the space involved in garden 2? That is the area for garden 2. So first of all, she will find the area for, and then will decide which one is bigger. Okay. Come activity. See, this activity, you can do it of your own, isn't it? Because this activities, it is to be done at home. Now, you are not in the school, so you can't do the activity. See, look at the table in your classroom. Guess how many math magic books you can place on it. Yes, you have to take a table and you have to just guess how many math magic book you can keep it there. This activity you will do it of your own. Understood? Come to question number 2. Now look for another table. Is the table bigger than the last table? Again the same thing. See, page 158 is homework to you. You will do it of your own. Just activity, read the activity and do step by step. Come to question number 4 of page 159. Which is the biggest leaf in this picture? You have to tell that which one is the biggest leaf in this picture. So the same process, you will count the squares. The leaf which has maximum number of square, that is the bigger leaf. Okay. And the leaf which is minimum number of square, that one is the smaller leaf. So you just write A, B, C, D on the 4 leaves, and then you find out that which leaf has the maximum number of squares and write it as the bigger leaf. Okay. This activity you will do it of your own. Come to question number 2 of page 160. Question number 2 of page 160. How many small squares of size 1 centimeter are there in this big green square? Yes, there is a big green square, and inside that two horizontal and vertical lines are there, and again it is, I think the total number of square is 36. Okay, it is 36. So write the answer as 36. Total number of squares 36. Number B, can you think of a faster way to know the total number of small squares? Yes, you will multiply the horizontal total number of squares into the vertical total number of squares. See, in the horizontal there are 6 squares, and in the vertical also there are 6 squares. So 6 into 6, 36. So total number of squares are 36. Okay. So question number 3. Guess how many squares of 1 centimeter can fill this blue rectangle? You will use the same trick, that is length into breadth. So in the length, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares are there, and in vertical there are 4 squares, isn't it? So 8 fours are 32. That means inside this there will be 32 squares. 32 squares can be drawn inside this. Okay. Now question number 4. Look at the picture. Can you divide it into 4 equal pieces? Each piece should have the same number of squares. Now count how many squares are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 squares. That means each square will have 3. You have to divide it in such a way that no, 4 equal pieces we have to divide it. So 12 divided by 4, that means 3. So 3 times you can draw this one in 3 ways. One will be, see, I am drawing freehand, that's why it is 1, 2, 3. Next, the horizontal 1, 2 and 3. Next, the vertical way 1, 2, 3, and one more. One more, how can you draw? Naturally, it will be like this. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so these are the 3 ways you can divide the squares into 4 pieces. Friends, this is the end of the chapter. Next one, puzzle, you will do it of your own. This page 160 was the last page for this chapter, fields and fences. From tomorrow we will start the smart chart. Okay, so this is my request to everyone. Whatever we have done in the class, offline and online, up to that only it will be for your term 2 assessment. Okay, so kindly follow both the videos, offline and online. So bye all of you for today, and practice the maths whatever we have done for fields and fences, whatever questions we have done for fields and fences. Okay, bye all of you.